of LLJR. LLJR stands for, any guesses? Larry Long Junior Enterprises. So I have to read some of the things that he has been doing in his life. He's been recognized 4 years as a Salesforce top sales influencer and just last week as a Salesforce sales blazer. He has been hosting a live show, MMMM. It's called the Midday Motivational Minute. And he's going to be recording the 261st episode this past Wednesday. And he's the author of a book called Jolt, J-O-L-T. Do you like the name? Does it jolt you? It's a book on intentionality, and it talks about believing in your inner greatness. And he is here with us, and let us give him an energetic APSS welcome to Larry Long Jr.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Dr. Alka.
The mic is all yours. You already have the mic.
I greatly appreciate it. When you're committed, you move and you shake in a whole different way. Is it okay if I repeat that? When you're committed, you move and you shake in a whole different way. Now, I feel like I'm at the party last night. I know a bunch of y'all were moving and shaking in all kinds of ways. But I got a question for you, because we're talking about sales. How do you move when it comes to your speaker sales? I've got a second question for you. How do you shake when it comes to leveraging LinkedIn to drive sales in your business? Because remember, when you're committed, you move and you shake in a whole different way. I appreciate everyone being here. My name is Larry Long Jr. I am here to jolt your speaker sales. I want you to sell naturally, authentically, and I want you to use the platform of LinkedIn to generate additional opportunities. Does that sound like a plan? That's perfect. Let's go ahead and do a quick reflection. On a scale of 1 to 10, where is your commitment to selling in your business? There's no wrong answers. Scale of 1 to 10. I saw some faces scrunch up, but right now, where is your commitment when it comes to selling yourself as a speaker? Go ahead and write it down, document it somewhere. No wrong answers. You see, a great colleague of mine shared that there's 3 levels that we're all at. Either we're interested, we're committed, or we're obsessed. And it's funny because I see some of y'all laughing. Those that are interested kind of dilly-dallying, dibble-dabbling. They don't get along with those that are obsessed, and vice versa. Are you obsessed when it comes to your speaker business? Do your actions show that obsession? Or, I think we heard it earlier, talk is cheap. Are you just talking a good game? That is the question. Now, who am I? I'm Larry Long Jr., CEO. Thank you so much, Dr. Alka. CEO is Chief Energy Officer. It's electric. And I actually have to ramp my energy down because I'll start sweating up a storm. I'm also an avid golfer. Got to play golf on Tuesday in Singapore. I'm a husband. I'm a father. I'm a brother. And I'm just a lover of people. I'm happy to be here. I played baseball at University of Maryland, go Terps, for those that follow college baseball. And I've been speaking full-time for the past 4 years. But this isn't about me, this is about you. And we're gonna get started. We're talking about sales. I want you to turn and talk to your neighbor and share your definition of this word we call sales. If an alien came down and said, Earthling, what is this thing you call sales? What would you tell them in 1 or 2 sentences? You have 30 seconds. Your definition of sales. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you can wrap up, I've got the gold mic. I'm going to go to my VIP section right here. Please share, what is your definition of sales?
It's about solutions you've got, energizing them, listening to what they want, and then they start to look to you, and that spells sell.
Solutions you've got, energizing, they look to you, and then you sell.
You listen, and then they look to you.
I love it. I love it. Listen, that's why we've been blessed with 2 ears and 1 mouth. Let's see, Dr. Jerome, what's your definition of sales?
It's about your brand. It's
Okay.
about putting your brand out there. It's about persuasion. It's about influence. It's about impact, and helping your clients solve their problems and serve their needs.
I love that. Solving problems, serving needs. Any other volunteers? Or do I have to volunteer? What's your definition of sales?
Helping people make a decision.
Wow, give her a round of applause. Helping people make a decision. There's no wrong answer, but when I think of sales, I think it's twofold. Number one, I think it's a transfer of energy. And I'm the chief energy officer. Now, you don't have to have off-the-wall energy like me. I think in the words of the great philosopher, J.J. Walker, they say it's dynamite. But you better have some sort of juice, some sort of gumption, because our prospects, they can smell BS from a mile away. My second definition of sales, I think we're playing matchmaker. We're matching whatever we have. It could be a product. It could be a service. It could be a thought, an idea. It could be anything that we have, and we're matching it with someone else's needs, their wants, their desires, their challenges, their hopes, their dreams, their aspirations, their pains and their problems. And we heard it from Ian in the back. How do we understand what pains and problems people face if we don't listen? So many times people think that sales is about talking. We're all speakers. We love to talk. But what I learned, sales is really about asking the right questions and listening. Now, show of hands, how many people love making cold calls, picking up that 500-pound phone and calling people you don't know? I love it. Who's coming with me? You love making cold calls?
We have to.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. But do we have to?
Otherwise, how are we to be visible?
Okay, I love it. I think there's more than one way, but I love that you're not afraid to pick up that 500-pound phone.
No choice.
Yeah. Anyone want to take a wild guess on what percentage of folks are afraid to pick up the phone and call? What gave it away? Survey says, nah. There was a Harvard Business Review study that showed that B2B sellers, 48% were afraid to pick up the phone. Now, just anecdotally, speaking with speakers, I'm the president of NSA Carolinas, I would say that percentage is close to 93% are afraid to pick up the phone. And that's okay. You don't have to pick up the phone. Because if you don't, I know someone who will. You're missing out on the opportunity if you don't pick up that phone. But the great thing is that we don't always have to pick up the phone. There's various ways that we can reach people. You see, with sales, people can either find us or we can go out and find them. Emails, phone calls, social media, you're reading my mind. Billboards, we talked about imagination. Who's done a billboard for your services? Oh, wow. How did it work out? Outstanding. No one else has done a billboard. You're running down that avenue, that street, that's not congested, not tons of traffic. What are you doing to reach your audience? Now, I'm going to share with you, and this is really, we're going to build the foundation. The top sellers do these 5 things. Number 1, they have clear vision. What do you really want for your business? I want you to think about that. What do you really want? Not the answer that you're supposed to say, but if you could craft your business, what do you really want? What does your business look like? If you don't have a clear vision of where you're going, good luck getting there. Number 2, I've heard that the cure to every sales ailment is having a big, robust pipeline. If I were to look at your pipeline right now of opportunities, is it overflowing or is it a little bit weak? Or is it a lot weak? Let's keep it real. We can't fool ourselves. What does your pipeline look like? Your pipeline is a reflection of your activity. Number 3, you're obviously here to learn. But what happens when you go back home to your respective countries, to your respective homes? How do you continue that curiosity to make sure that you learn and grow and you continue to elevate your skills to lead to sales success? Stay curious. Number 4, investing in yourself, your knowledge, your digital assets. How do you continue to put in? The best entrepreneurs realize you get out of it what you put in. I have this conversation with my 15-year-old son. He plays soccer. And I tell him, Trey, you can't complain about the results you're not getting from the work you haven't done. Now, I know this is going to touch someone in their heart because as speakers, I hear it all the time. I'm not getting booked. I'm not booked and busy. You can't complain about the results you're not getting from the work you haven't done. If you're not picking up that phone consistently, if you're not sending targeted emails consistently, I think we talked about being sticky yesterday. My sticky saying is vid to win. How many people are sending video messages directly to your prospects, letting them know that you want to partner and earn their business? I'm curious, show of hands. Who's sending one-to-one videos right now? Knock, knock. I was going to ask you the same thing. Who's there? Who's there? Opportunity is knocking. Once again, don't complain about the results you're not getting from the work you're not putting in. We talk about being excellent, but what does that really mean? A lot of y'all are dilly-dallying in your business. You're interested in it. You're not even committed. And some of y'all have the opportunity to be obsessed to get the results. Now we're going to take it up another level. I learned from a sales guru who shared the difference between contacts, people you know, and contracts, people you do business with, is the letter R. Anyone want to take a wild guess on what that letter R might stand for? A little bit louder for the people in the back. Relationships. True, genuine relationships. There's a saying that it's not what you know, but it's... In my Steve Harvey Family Feud voice, survey says, nah, it's not what you know, and it's not even who you know. Who knows you, who likes you, who trusts you, and who believes in you that really makes things happen. Now, we know this, but once again, knowing isn't doing. In October, I was 222 pounds. I'm 5'9". That's overweight. My doctor shared, Larry, you need to cut down on the fried chicken. I said, Doc, that KFC has my name written all over. I love fried chicken. I just weighed in at 190 because I was committed. I knew what I needed to do, and I did it. Now, it took him saying, you won't see your daughter walk down that aisle if you keep eating the way that you're eating. And my wife is from Argentina. She's here in the front row. That's my baby Maria. Yeah. And my wife likes to cook, and I like to eat, but she's been my partner along this journey of doing what I know I need to do. It's taking that tough medicine. I had that great conversation with Ian because we've been down a similar path. Relationships. We know this, but what are we doing to build relationships? What do you do on a daily basis to build new relationships? What do you do on a daily basis to strengthen existing relationships? Does anyone do the 3-minute challenge? Anyone know what the 3-minute challenge is? Moving and shaking? We live in a word of mouth business. The 3-minute challenge is my gift to you today. I hear so many times, Larry, I don't have time. I look at my calendar, I look at your calendar, and you're in back-to-back-to-back meetings. But if you don't have 3 minutes, Houston, we have a problem. The 3-minute challenge, every day, I want you to go into your Rolodex. I know some of y'all are too young to realize, why is he talking about the fancy watch? Nah, that's a Rolex. For y'all youngsters, I want you to go into your contact list in your phone. And every day, the 3-minute challenge is to find one person that you haven't been in touch with. It could be 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years, or if you're old enough, even 3 decades. And here goes what I want you to do. I want you to do something to surprise and delight them. Now, you might be asking, what does that look like? Well, I played golf with Dr. Jerome. So for my 3-minute challenge, Dr. Jerome, I would probably send you a video. And I would say it was awesome playing golf with you. I hope you and Mila and your little girls are doing great. Now, if you can look at the smile on his face, how do you think that would make Dr. Jerome feel? How do you feel right now if I were to send you that message? Now, so many of us talk about how we care, but in the words of the great philosopher, if anyone listens to rap, his name is Mystical, he says, show me what you're working with. What are you doing to build those relationships? Who can you surprise and delight today?
Everybody.
No, one person with a tailored, a customized message. And I'll share this with you, vid to win. We just heard about the power of video. Happy shared about the power of video. As speakers, we should be leveraging video so people can not just hear us, but they can feel us. They can see us. The great Maya Angelou has a quote that I love. People will forget what you said. Let's keep it real. You probably forgot 92% of what I've said. People will even forget what you did. Larry, I thought you said that your mom said your actions speak so loud. I can't hear what you're saying. The great Maya Angelou shares it here. People will never forget how you made them feel. With intentionality, how do you make people feel good on a consistent basis? Because they like to work with folks they know, like, trust, believe in, and know that they care about them. That's the true essence and being of relationships. We're going to go up one level. When it comes to sales, I believe there's 5 things that we should do. Number 1, show me your calendar. I can show you what's important to you. If I were to look at your week next week, what's important to you? Have you time blocked your schedule for sales and revenue generating activities? Because if you haven't, you're spinning in the wind. Good luck. You're rolling the die. I don't like to gamble when it comes to my business. Do you? Next up, are you mining for gold, filling your funnel, prospecting? Who's your ideal customer profile? What do they look like? What's your avatar? I see a lot of head shaking, yes. But if I were to dig in deep, do you know who you're prospecting for? Do you know what problems you actually solve? Do you know what's important to them? Or are you just guessing at it? Are you throwing a lot of spaghetti at the wall and hoping that it sticks? Or are you being meticulous? Now, we've heard a lot of questions over the past 2 days, and that's this next step of discovery. If you've ever been to a doctor, a lot of times they do what's called a SOAP note: subjective, objective, assessment, and plan. To sell our speaker services, we should also do a SOAP note. We should be surgical. Why are we talking today? Tell me about your event last year. Why do you want energy? Tell me more. We should be inquisitive to understand how we can solve their pains, their problems, and deliver what they want. Once we understand that, we can now do a demo. We can demonstrate how we can fill that need. After we do the demo, it's now about pipeline management, overcoming objections, and then last but not least, we should be closing the deal. Here goes where my heart really lies. They call me LinkedIn Larry for a reason. I've got 43,000 followers. I get 90% of my business from relationships that have been generated on LinkedIn. Who's on LinkedIn? Show of hands. Keep your hands up if you're really on LinkedIn. Are you really on LinkedIn? Ooh, I see some confidence. I've been looking at your profiles. I trust you, but I don't trust you. You're really on LinkedIn. Here go 5 steps, and we'll go from basic to advanced. Number 1, what's your plan? What's your intention? How do you plan to use LinkedIn? And do you have a business plan documented on how to leverage the platform? Number 2, if I were to look at your profile, what do I see? If you can, pull out your phones. Pull out your phones, go to LinkedIn. We heard from Dr. Jerome. It's about your brand. I want you to go to my profile, Larry Long Jr., the man with the microphone. Once you get there, just shout out. What comes to mind? What's your first impression of my brand?
High energy.
High energy. What was that?
Your followers.
Followers? Okay. What about it stands out?
The mic.
The microphone? So you can tell I'm a speaker?
What stands out is you've actually put your profile picture which says Sales Brazer Advisor. So that sales as a unique thing, not from LinkedIn.
Okay.
Some special
So it's a little bit of credibility there. Okay. What else?
I can see you are very approachable through your smile.
Wow, the smile.
It's very easy to reach out and talk to you.
I appreciate that. You're warming my heart. Tell me more. I'm just messing.
I reaffirm that because you already sent I call the emotional message to me. So I reaffirm what I was thinking is true.
I love that. I love that. Now, we're trying to build trust. If you can scroll all the way down, I think there's a section called recommendations. Now, I'm biased. I work for the company. I think I'm the best thing since sliced bread. Most meeting and event planners say, Larry, why should we hire you? We can hire. There's speakers on every corner. Well, don't take it from me. How many recommendations are there? 338. I guide meeting planners to look at what folks who have hired me, what folks who have been in my audience have to say. And there's a consistent theme of energy, world-class content, electric delivery, and care. Think about it. Before you go to a new restaurant, before you buy something online, do you look at reviews or do you not? Kind of depends. But what I found is that meeting planners, it's CYA, cover their behind. They want to make sure that you don't embarrass them. Well, with 338, you can check my Carfax. I've got receipts to show you that I will not embarrass you. I will deliver, and I'm a professional. Anyone else here have over 100 recommendations on their LinkedIn? Give them a round of applause. Yeah. Now, some of you might be saying, how do I get that? My coach shared with me, healthy people ask for exactly what they want. Do you ask people for recommendations after you speak, after you work with them? Or do you just think it's the field of dreams? If you build it, they will come. After we optimize our profile, I encourage you to get in there. There's discussions that are happening within LinkedIn, within your theme, within your industry. Are you in those discussions? Because if not, how are people going to see you? I had the conversation earlier with a young lady, CSP. She said, I hate LinkedIn. I said, get off of it then. If you don't enjoy being on the platform, I strongly advise you don't do it. Or find someone who excels at it that can do it on your behalf. But I will share this with you. People, especially buyers, they can smell BS from a mile away. I look at a lot of speaker reels, and you see the speaker reels where there's a fake audience, where there's a green screen, and they're not talking to someone. That's not as impressive when you have the real deal. It's the same thing with LinkedIn. I could outsource my LinkedIn, but it just wouldn't have that heart, that soul, that connection that we're looking for. So choose wisely. Even though I encourage you to get in the discussion, as thought leaders, this is key. We should be starting the discussion. We should be leading the discussion. What are those key themes? What's keeping your buyers up at night? And what's your thought around it? Are you putting out your own original content? And you can use AI. I mean, we've got Larry GPT, Perplexity. There are so many tools out there that can assist you. But if you're not putting it out on a consistent basis, you're just leaving it to someone else. I encourage you to find your niche, to find your brand, and to let it shine. Now, there's a saying, teamwork makes the dream work. Together, everyone achieves more. I really do believe it. You don't have to do it alone. Find someone or someones that you can partner with that can assist you along this journey. It's not easy. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. And we know that not everyone is doing it. We know that it's tough to take action, to hold ourselves accountable. And when you do it with someone else, that opportunity is really knocking. Now, we didn't come this far just to come this far. I've got some bonus items to elevate. Number one, on the bonus, how many people have a newsletter, publish an email newsletter? Are you repurposing that and republishing it on LinkedIn? You can now have one piece of content that's going to multiple platforms, that's allowing people to really see your true essence. Number two bonus, data, analytics. What types of posts are getting the most engagement, getting the most traction? And how do you continue to publish that kind of information versus just taking a wild guess out there? And then the last one is next level connections. Anyone using, I asked this question before, videos, audio, and funny GIFs. Now, it might not be your style, but I'll show you exactly what I do on LinkedIn. So I publish pretty consistently. We'll take a look at it. If someone engages on my post on LinkedIn and they have the title of Chief Revenue Officer, VP of Sales, VP of Sales Enablement, event planner, meeting planner. Those are people that I want to reach out to. Here goes my message, and it's a little bit unique. And I think we gave you the example the other day. Just from my phone, I don't go into a studio. I put it on selfie video. And actually, let's go ahead and record one right now. And I'm just going to show you how easy it is to send a memorable message. Now, John, you've seen this before, is that right?
Yeah.
How did it make you feel to see that video come through? I'm curious.
Felt fantastic, and I was so moved I sent you one back.
I love it. I love it. Wow. Can you imagine having prospects send you videos back? So here goes my message. I hit play. Hold on, John. Is my microphone on? Can you hear me now? On this stupendous Saturday, I just wanted to say thank you so much for having a great conversation with me on day one of APSS. It was awesome hearing your journey around the world, from England to Hong Kong to Singapore, the English Premier League, Arsene Wenger. That was awesome. Now, John, I noticed that you have an event coming up this November, and the theme is energy. Ooh, it's electric. I would love the opportunity to serve your audience. I think I've got a program that might fit, John. I'm going to go ahead and put my shared calendar link down below. If it makes sense for us to connect, let's go ahead and find some time. If not, it's all good. We'll part ways as friends. Hey, have a wonderful weekend. Good luck with the voting tonight. I'll see you later, John. Peace. How easy was that? And how impactful was that? How many people do you think can receive a video message like that and not at least be moved? Now, you don't have to have the same energy. You don't have to have the gold mic. I'll let you borrow my gold mic as long as you don't drop it. But I encourage you to be you, to let your true, authentic self shine bright. Because meeting planners want to see you, they want to feel you, they want to understand, are you the right fit for their event? And they want to feel special. We're in the business of making people feel special so that they remember us when the time comes. Now, I threw out a lot of information, and we've still got, we got 1 minute, so not much time for questions. But now that you have this information, what are you going to do with it? So often we know what we should be doing. We have the game plan, but we make a choice to not run the plays. Don't complain about the results you're not getting from the work you're not doing. When you know better, you do better. We know it's about the consistency, the daily discipline, not the Monday motivation, but that daily discipline. Here goes what my daily discipline looks like. We'll go back to 2021. I posted close to 98%, 97% of the time in 2021. Now that's just throwing spaghetti at the wall. But I was able to find my tribe. And when I engaged with my tribe, they embraced me. I was able to ratchet it down because it's the gift that keeps on giving. Yeah, she said, wow. I post on a consistent basis, but it's not just the posts. It's the B2B engagement. Now, I think I asked this. Does anyone know what B2B stands for? Business to business? Survey says, nah, you cheated. You already know. B2B is belly to belly. How are you getting belly to belly with your prospects, getting to know them and letting them get to know you as well? That's my encouragement. So my last question for you, what action will you take right now? What are you committed to doing? Because when you're committed, you move and you shake in a whole different way. And I know that y'all are committed. My encouragement is for you to act like it. I'm Larry Long Jr. Thank you so much, y'all.
He's the CEO of